it's a new day and it's a new beginning for everyone. This is Teacher M, your friend, your teacher, and welcome to Teacher M's Corner. And as promised, we are to focus on each part of speech as what we had last week. And today, we are to tackle about nouns alone. Without further ado, let's get started. As I mentioned, today we are to focus on nouns alone. And for today's objectives, first, we should be able to define nouns and we should be able to differentiate the types of nouns. As what we had last time, nouns refer to the names of people, places, things, animals, and events. Let's now begin and talk about types of nouns. Let's bring it on to our very first type of nouns. We have the common nouns. These are non-specific names of people, places, things, and events. And from the term alone, common, which means general. Examples, we have girl, tourist spot, school, bag. Second type, we have proper nouns. These are specific names of people, places, things, and events. Examples, for the common noun girl, we have to give specific names of it. First, Maria. Second, we also have Sophia and Jamie. Another example is for the common noun tourist spot, we are to give specific name of tourist spots. First, we have Sky Ranch in Tagaytay. Next, we also have Intramuros. And lastly, Underground River in Palawan. Let's move on to our next examples for the common noun school or university. This time, guys, we are to provide names or specific names of a school or of a university. First, we have FEU or Far Eastern University. We also have Makati Science High School. And lastly, HAU or Holy Angel University. As you can see, all of those are specific names of schools, so they are proper nouns. For our last examples for the common noun bag. This time, guys, we are to give specific names of a bag or specific brands of designer bags. First, we have Gucci. Everyone is familiar with this brand. Next to that, we also have this commonly known Chanel bag. So this is very familiar. That is a specific brand of a designer bag. And lastly, we have our commonly known Louis Vuitton. So all of those are proper nouns. For our last example, we have the common noun event. For now, guys, we are to give specific names of an event or specific types of an event. Let's take a look on this first example. We have Miss Universe. I guess everyone is familiar with this. This had just happened recently. Next, we also have New Year's Eve. We celebrate this once a year after Christmas. And lastly, the commonly known festival in Baguio, that is called the Panagbanga Festival. All of those are specific names of event. As a review of what we just had, proper nouns are specific names of people, places, things, and events, while common nouns, again, are the general names of people, places, things, and events. Our third type of noun is our countable nouns. From the term itself, guys, it's countable. It means that these are nouns that can be counted, which can be modified by numerals. And mind you, they may occur in both singular and plural forms. In addition, countable nouns can use either singular or plural form of the verb in sentences. Examples, we have the noun bag for singular form and bags for its plural form. As you can see, we have just added s to make it plural. It means more than one. Let's use them in sentences. I have seen a bag in my room. So I have seen one bag in my room. Next, I have 5 designer bags. How many designer bags do I have? Perfect. I have 5 designer bags, which is a plural form for bag. For our fourth type of noun, we have the uncountable nouns. These are nouns that cannot be counted and they only have one form, which is singular. And remember that they always take the singular form of the verb. Let's take a look on this first example. We have blood. As we all know, blood is liquid and we can never count it. So we can say a bag of blood, so which means one bag of blood or 2 bags of blood. We don't say 2 bags of bloods. Again, blood only had one form, which is singular. Next example, we have information. We don't say informations. Again, we only have one form of the word information, which is singular. Let's use it in sentences. I have learned a lot of information today. I have learned lots of information today. As you can see, we use a lot of information and lots of information. Both mean the same, which means plenty or many. Let's have our last example for uncountable nouns. We have milk. Please read the first sentence. Okay, how many glasses of milk does Aya consume every morning? That's perfect, 1 glass of milk. What about on our second sentence? How many glasses of milk does she consume every day? You are right, we have 5 glasses of milk. Again, we don't say 5 glasses of milks. That is incorrect because milk only have one form, which is singular. So, for better understanding of what we just had, guys, let's compare countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Again, countable nouns can be counted and can be in a singular or plural form. So anything that we see which we can count will fall under countable nouns. While uncountable nouns are the things that we cannot count with numbers, and these are usually liquid like water, again milk, blood. So anything that we cannot count will fall under uncountable nouns. Ready for our 5th type of noun? That's perfect. Let's have the concrete nouns. These are nouns that we can see, touch, hear, taste, and smell. And be reminded that they can be identified through our 5 senses. Let's have these examples. We have the television. Do you think we can touch or see our televisions at home? Perfect. So it is an example of concrete noun. Next, we have chocolate. Have you already tasted any type of chocolates? Perfect. Can we smell the chocolate? Yes, we can. So it is a concrete noun. Lastly, we have singer. Can we hear the singers whenever they sing? Perfect. So it is still a concrete noun. Let's move on to our 6th type of noun. We have the abstract nouns. These are nouns that cannot be seen or cannot be touched. And they sometimes refer to something regarding ideas, concepts, feelings, or state of being. Example, love is in the air. As you can see, we have used love, which is a feeling. So it is a noun that refers to a feeling. So it is an abstract noun. Next example, we have I am a person who has fear of heights. As you can see, guys, we used fear of heights, or the word fear, which we can feel, so meaning afraid. So it is an abstract noun. And lastly, we have honesty is the best policy. We usually say this in every corner of the classroom, and we use honesty, which refers to or gives an idea about being honest. So those are examples of abstract nouns. Again, anything that we cannot touch or see but we can feel. As a review, again, concrete nouns can be perceived with our five senses. We can smell, we can touch, we can see. While abstract nouns are nouns that we cannot see or cannot be perceived with our five senses. Alright, for our second to the last type of noun that we are to cover today, let's have the compound nouns. These are combined words to come up with nouns. And be reminded that they can be written as one word, sometimes joined by a hyphen, or can be written as separate words. Examples, we have toothpaste. These are two words which are tooth and paste that were combined to come up with toothpaste. Next, we have sister-in-law. We have three combined words using the hyphen to come up with one word, which is sister-in-law. It is still a compound noun. Lastly, we have lemon tree, which means a tree of a lemon. So these are two separate words to come up with one meaning. Here comes our last type of noun to cover today. We have the collective nouns. These refer to the group of people or things as one entity, and they are often followed by the word of plus the plural form of nouns when used in sentences. Example, we have group of singers who take part in church services. Perfect, we call them choir. So instead of saying choir, we can also say group of singers. Next example, we have bunch of flowers. We usually know this as bouquet. So instead of saying bunch of flowers, we can say bouquet. Lastly, group of goats. We can say tribe instead of saying group of goats. So both are accepted. So that ends our discussion for today, and I hope that you have learned something about nouns. And see you to our next discussion. Please be safe, everyone. Bye.